What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. Today we're talking about 2007's Transformers from director Michael Bay, starring Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox. And I love Shia. Shia was one of those actors I grew up with, whether it was Holes or I think even before that, wasn't he on Even Stevens? You know, like, he's got to be around my age, but still, he was, you know, a young actor in '07, and I remember seeing this in theaters when I was 8 and absolutely loving it, and also absolutely loving that there was a love story between him and Megan Fox. And Megan Fox wasn't nuts and crazy by then, wasn't drinking Machine Gun Kelly's blood at this point, you know, so she was just dope and it was awesome. But, you know, the story between them two is what really drives me forward, you know, like what really draws my attention, because I'm like, oh, there's a nice little love story. And, you know, the little music notes that they have where she's like, Sam, come here, don't die. You know, like that type of bullshit. You better live, Sam. And she's kind of like a badass mechanic. She's fixing his car. His car is an old school Camaro, but it's also Bumblebee, right? Like, oh, old school muscle. I love that type of cars. But she looks phenomenal. Like, I gotta give that to her. But I love how many times that you're in this movie, and even rewatching it now, 2024, all these years later, and I'm still like, wow, a lot of these scenes, like the physical transforming of like going from Truck to Optimus, looks phenomenal. The Autobots themselves look pretty damn good. They hold up pretty damn well as well. Obviously, one of my favorites was always Jazz. He sadly, you know, spoilers for a movie that's over 15 years old. Jazz goes, hey, this looks like a cool place to kick it, and just kind of jumps back. Like, he was always one of my favorites. But I also love the military side of this, right? Because you start with Sam, but then they also show you Josh Duhamel and Tyrese Gibson's perspective of like being in the military and fighting these things military style. Because there's also, like, Sam's showing us the good guys, there's also bad guys, like this black helicopter, and just how this helicopter transforms, and this whole scene, the sound design, the chaos ensues, you know, like guns left and right, explosions, right? Like, it's crazy as this thing stands up, like it's a friggin' helicopter, and it stands up, transforms, like, and how it looks is phenomenal. It still looks great. And then later in the movie, right after that helicopter scene, he's, I need a credit card. It's in my back pocket. What back pocket? You got 10 back pockets. Left cheek, left cheek, left cheek. Right, like, that's a hilarious scene that I quoted with my buddies for years, even though we never had 10 back pockets. You know what I mean? But I think this was even before we really knew Tyrese as the dude from Fast and the Furious, right? Like, so this was just a great role that we were like, oh, yo, Tyrese is in this, cool, you know, like, and all of a sudden he's left cheek, you know, providing that humor that you know he can. But once we get to the big bad of this, and Megatron breaks out of the ice, I am Megatron, and he goes on a little rampage himself. Oof, oof. The Decepticons were cool, but I've always been an Autobots guy myself, but the Decepticons just cause some damage, like this going through the bus and then tackling Optimus. Like, some of this stuff still holds up really well, and I really can't get over how well it does really look. You know, and then other, you know, quotable lines that I can't get out of my head for years is Ironhide going, it's Starscream! And then that one part where Starscream flips up into a jet and takes off. Oh, like, some of these scenes, like the transforming and the creativity of the abilities that they have to be able to do, but it's mostly all CGI now, right? And this was CGI, but he had practical locations and stuff like that, where nowadays it just feels like a lot of green screen stuff. And I don't know, I did like Rise of the Beast, but this is where it all started for me. You know, even before I saw the animated series, I believe I was watching this movie. But Ironhide, slow motion blasting, he's the weapons expert. So, you know, him doing the flips, and then him slow motion flipping over this lady. Like, So cool, so cool. It holds up very, very well, and I'm so impressed on how well. Obviously, Bumblebee was always my favorite, but having John Turturro play Agent Simmons throughout these movies, one of the parts that makes this movie, Sector 7, you'll never know. You know, like whatever he says. I've never heard of it, and you never will. You know, like, he's just so quick, but also, like, has the perfect voice and perfect attitude for it. But then in the second, third movie, he's, like, more on their team than on Sector 7 team. I really love these first three movies. More so the first two, because you still have Sam and... or you still have Shia and Megan Fox in there doing their thing. But, I don't know, comment below if this video gets... let's say 5 to 10 likes, I will make the Revenge of the Fallen video ASAP. Comment below if that's something you guys want to see. But overall, I gave this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think, honestly, if I reviewed this back when I was a kid, it would have been a 4 or 5 stars. But as of today, 2024, it's about a 7 out of 10. You know, I still had a very good time watching it. You know, 7 out of 10 is a very respectable score when it comes to my movie reviews. Anything 6 or 7 out of 10, I will watch any day of the week happily. And anything above a 7 out of 10 is something I'll watch every day because I want to. You know, like that type of thing. But these movies are still solid, and I love Optimus, love Bumblebee. Get to the building, some. Right? There's so many lines from this movie that I can think of, but I'm just blanking on them at the moment. But comment below, what are your favorite lines from Transformers 1 from 2007? Some of the parts, like with the radio, like, can I get this feeling that's sexual healing? And he's like, I mean, I don't want to, no, we're not like that. I just want to be your friend. I mean, I could be like, oh, and she's like, just pop the hood, you know? Like, and he's like, stupid, stupid, stupid. And the car gets mad at him. Like, bros before hoes. Miles, get the fuck out of my car. I'm driving her home tonight, right? Like, definitely was not bros over hoes. But hey, when you have a hoe that looks like Megan Fox, you go for it too. You leave that buddy on the side of the road. I respect it. But comment below your score out of 5 stars. Hit my links in the description below. Go check me out on Letterboxd. Twitter, Instagram, all my links in the description below. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell so you don't miss future movie reviews. I'm Big Cam, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.